All right, what is up, guys? I got Christian Vitagliano.
What's up, legends? How's it going?
This guy right here is honestly probably a legend when it comes to being a leader in a local community. I've got to know him from being in South Florida. Literally put me on the spot. Instantly, we became buddies, became friends, like real recognized real type of scenario. And instantly, I knew this guy's got some crazy energy. But before I gas you up and anything like that, even more than I already am, tell him a little bit about yourself, what you're building, what you're doing, a little bit about legacy, this gym, this community, and what it, we'll get into it, what it really takes to be a leader. And dude, this guy has the craziest energy ever. You'll see that in a sec. But introduce yourself, give it to him, man. What's going on?
I appreciate that introduction, Adrian. And in the time that I've met this guy, he has leveled up exponentially, been such a huge part of our community. Definitely a leader. But I definitely consider myself a community leader here in Fort Lauderdale. Big shout out to Legacy in Fort Lauderdale. This gym has transformed my life. It's huge on community. Our community, we live by a motto, no days off. Every day we hold each other accountable to getting better, evolving, and throughout the coaches here within the culture, throughout the members, the community, by being able to have the opportunity to be a coach here, I definitely have so many people that look to me for guidance and look for me to be an example of what they should be doing on a day-to-day, especially when it comes to health and wellness. And but it goes a step further. For me, it's so deep because I grew up here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, on my entire life. I went to high school, St. Thomas Aquinas, right here in Fort Lauderdale. College a little bit further out in Miami at FIU, and then I went to elementary, middle school, well, basically my whole life here. And it means so much to me to be able to give myself and what I have to offer as a human being to my community that's given so much to me and has made me who I am. But fitness is one thing. Another thing that's huge and a huge part of my character is definitely my faith in God and my faith in my purpose, that all of this life that we've created has a creator, has a plan that's intricate, and its plan for me is to basically guide people to loving one another, finding love within themselves, knowing that they're loved by their community, by God. And one of the ways I've been able to do this, and Adrian's been a big help, is through Love is on the Streets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell him a little bit about that. When I first met him, I actually was absolutely blown away the thing that he is building. Love is on the Streets, so nonprofit. You're going out there, you're helping the poor, you're giving back thousands of meals, socks, clothes, good vibes. Just got out new wristbands for it. Bro, you're building a foundational kind of legacy, not legacy, but you know what I'm saying? You're building some foundational things that nobody else is doing, and one, it feels good, but two, you're giving back, and at the end of the day, it's something that feels good to do. I went one time, and I gotta get going. I gotta go back more, but he showed me it, and I was like, man, he really is actually out here doing it. That nobody else is doing that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, man.
As soon as I saw that and the vibe and the culture that he brings into here and the group classes and and how plugged in and well connected he is, and he put me on the spot, I put him on the spot. We instantly just we're oh, we need to find more people like this. That's kind of why we make videos like this, is to find those kinds of guys and girls that are in that same kind of mental and physical kind of reality, and where they're at. We're trying to help you get there. We're trying to get there ourselves. I want you to come back to Love is on the Streets, but you said something. I kind of want to hear your feedback and see what they take from this. Is you want to guide people to the higher version of themselves, the higher mental, spiritual, physical, their ability. And I know that we're continually getting there too. But what's your I don't know, what are a couple things that you like to tell people to implement to guide them down that path, or make them the higher version of themselves? What do you typically like to start them at, or how do you gauge that?
Well, it definitely starts with believing that you're worthy of whatever you're envisioning up in here.
Yeah.
And then walking in it. And knowing everything's possible, not setting any limits, but walking in it. And then it's quite literally, they say think whoever you want to be, and think so if you want abundance, you have to tell yourself, you know what, I'm living abundantly. if you want more responsibilities in life, you quite literally have to take on more responsibilities and tell yourself, hey, I'm ready for these responsibilities. I'm blessed to be able to take on these responsibilities.
Yeah.
And so I say a big message I'm always stressing is that like no pain, no gain. And so when we're in the gym, when we come here, we're coming for the pain. So when we feel the pain, it's not the time to run. That's what we came for. Embrace it. Step into your higher self.
Yeah.
And walk and talk in it.
I was gonna say too, like, I mean, even me, like even Hyrox, for example. This guy was like, "All right, first time I'm gonna get like top 5 or something." What'd you get, 4th or something? You got like fourth place,
Gosh.
and then you and Ava, another personal trainer that is big into this community, they both went to Atlanta, right? And you got what, first in duos?
We got first in the mixed doubles.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
And all because he was like, all right, I'm just gonna do this. Like, I'm just gonna go out there and like try this thing that I've never tried. Like, I did the same thing. I had 24 hours notice to go do some physical feat that I never thought I'd have the ability or like chance to do. And I was like, hell yeah, no training, sign me up. It was brutal. Like, I was like physically sick for days, but it was great. Like, now I can like check that off the bucket list. It's like these small mental wins I get a lot from physical wins. Like, I was telling you, my like just recent, like I'm like really dialed, like really like every morning walking, and then I'm trying to get another second lift in the day just to like burn my fucking fat, man. Like, I am in like a cut mode right now. And I realize like when I get into this like state, this mind frame, like not only does my body look better, I feel better. And people will say like, no, it's either one or the other, the business and the networking or the body and the gym. And I'm like, fuck no, bro. You can do both. Like, if you actually dial in on that, you can literally like use it to fuel you to do better in your business, your social media, your networking, your relationships, everything. And I think I've seen it from him personally and what he provides in the classwork and how he hypes everybody up. And like, I think that energy transcends the gym. Like, and it goes into your, you know, whatever you're doing, your 9 to 5, your business, your social media, your relationship, your marriage. Like, he carries that energy here. And I've seen that. I haven't seen that kind of aspect of the gym for a while. It's sick, bro. I'm just gassing this guy up because it's real. Like, he's doing it. He's leading a wave down here. And, you know, like the South Florida stigma, it's a big thing. And like, nah, I saw this guy and he was the realest one I've like seen in a while. And I was like, instantly, let's connect. Let's build something. Let's start putting out content like this. Let's give back. And
That's facts.
now we're here and we're building it up and we're doing it.
Hey, I want to throw it right back at you, Adrian. Like, real recognizes real,
100%.
and to be a good leader, you need a squad of people. Sometimes we call ourselves the Avengers, but literally, you need other superhumans in your life that are gonna elevate you, push you to the next level.
Yeah.
Like, that is such a fact. Like, and definitely. That's one of the biggest things that's helped me be able to pour so much energy into people is I have people like Adrian, or I have like so many other people in my life, friends and family that are elevated on that level, like pushing themselves to that next level. But you have to go out and find them, and you have to basically assemble the Avengers. That's a fact.
I would say, do you think that I mean, my opinion kind of varies on this, but like, do you think you should be actively looking to be that like ideal version of you first and then find those similar people, or like go and find those people and then like kind of have to force yourself to become that person, or a little bit of both kind of?
Oh no, I think it's definitely a bit of both. A little bit of both because I think that you should actively be always working on yourself.
Always, yeah.
But be open. Never be closed off to
Yeah.
like blessings that could be coming your way.
Definitely.
But then there is a time to turn on that switch and say, hey, I'm in a new city, or my circumstances or patterns have changed. I need to go out and socialize. I need to go ahead and get out into the community, show my face, shake some hands, kiss some babies.
Yeah.
And that is definitely a part of the game. Like, if you're seeking quality relationships, you're gonna have to sift through a bunch of coal to find some diamonds, and that's just part of the game.
Damn, write that on a t-shirt, brother. I was gonna say that like literally hit my life like 3 months ago, moving down here to South Florida. As I've been down here, like my first month was just like find those people, and here we are filming a podcast in a empty gym because we're able to do it, like, because I met the right people, and like he said, real, not recognize real. And you know what you're doing if you're in a scenario where you're not with the right friend group, you don't want to be there, you're not continually making yourself better, and that's fine. If you're okay with that, that's fine. Like, as long as you, like me personally, I live a life of balance, right? I'm a very, like, you know me, like, I'll go out some weekends and like go have fun, but like come Monday or come Sunday or come today, a Saturday, when I'm like, I just want to dial in on XYZ, like I'm right back in it. Like there's no like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be miserable the weekdays and then go. All right, we're back. The camera totally died, and we did the sauna for a little bit and a little workout, but I think we were leaving off on how I was talking about a balanced lifestyle and how important that is, and how like we've been able to achieve it. And like now we're going into this summer of really putting our backs against the wall and like starting things that we've never started, growing the social media, growing the network, growing our body, our minds. I guess to kind of like wrap up here and like just to give you guys something, like what are some key, I guess for you, Christian, like what are some key, I guess, factors that you see in people that like do change, and like what does it require, like what do they have to really want to do, like what if you could tell these guys and girls like anything, like what would you like them to take away from this?
Yeah, I definitely see the biggest takeaway that we can have from this conversation is the biggest change I see in people is when they equate pain to success. Whether that pain is sacrificing getting up early, sacrificing with their diet, who they're spending time with. When you start making sacrifices not that are dependent on what's best for you rather than how you feel, and you basically can equate your pain to the gains, then those are the people that see the most success.
Damn. That's tough, ladies and gents. Where can they find you? Where can they see you, look you up, get to know you?
All right, definitely catch me on Instagram, Christian_Vitagliano. Keep up with us on Legacy at No Days Off. We are starting a movement. Also, check out Love Is on the Streets, our nonprofit serving the homeless right here in South Florida. We're making a change. We're making an impact. We're leaving a legacy. Let's go.
Let's go.